Hello, everyone. This is Callie with the Cosmic Haven Tarot, here to give you your bi weekly finance reading. So let's get started. We'll be using the Ancestral Path Tarot deck, which is a beautiful deck I got in our tradesies over last weekend. So I'm super excited to use this. And weekly finance. Here we go. So we are starting off with the Prince of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, this might be a little bit of emotional delays, and I feel like it's as if you are working with a family member or a friend, really collaborating, and for some of you, it's just not really working out. And that's okay. Perhaps there's a delay for a reason. Perhaps there's something better in store for you. But really reminding yourself also that this is a business venture. And yes, it might be a friend. Yes, it might be a family member. But at the end of the day, business is business. And your friendship is one thing, but business is another. And so, really keeping it as professional as possible, still having good times, but realizing that this isn't personal. You guys have to really learn how to talk about finances together and how to dive deep into these uncomfortable situations with one another and really allow things to grow and flourish before you guys start seeing results coming in. And then we got the Ace of Staves. So new creations. Yeah. So with this person, for some of you, it's really just not going to work out. I'm just going to say right now. I'm getting the feeling that you guys really aren't in alignment with the way the finance and relationships are going to work, and you guys are better off as friends rather than business partners. But for those of you who it really does work for, by setting aside these emotions and just focusing on the money right now, this is really going to allow for new and better creative opportunities. And at the end of the day, it's going to deepen your friendship because you guys are willing to set aside differences and create something together. So this is either a friendship or a partnership, but really being mindful and being aware and not taking anything too personally is really key to working together financially. We got Justice. So the balances are coming in, and so this is going to be for March 4th to March 18th. So about the near beginning of spring. So really taking time to be like, okay, so spring is rolling in for a lot of people. The beginning of the year starts in the spring, starts the spring equinox. So when this happens, money is going to start flowing through. You guys are going to start seeing these returns as long as you guys have been doing the work, communicating, really being honest with each other about money, really being forthright about separating business with friendship and not taking things too personally, and really learning each other's money patterns because each person has certain money triggers, and that's okay. But learning one person's money trigger and being honorable and respectful and holding space for that person, and then acknowledging and allowing yourself to be honored when you have money triggers as well. So this is going to lead to a harmonious, really flourishing business aspect for some of you. And then Nine of Staves in reverse. So yeah, so for a time you guys have been like looking for sustenance, looking for water, looking for this abundance and being like, okay, where's this at? Why is this taking so long? But it's really so you can dive deep and get rid of all this shadow stuff. And I know that's so cliche and we're all over like, oh, we have to do the inner work, but you really do have to do the inner work and set your goal, set your intention, and keep striving forward in order to allow this to be great and to be at the deepest level. You have to have that solid spiritual foundation, and then you bring it into the physical world. So yes, while the mind has been searching and being like, okay, where is all this abundance? It's coming. It might not be here quite yet, and we do have this Eight of Swords right here, which is kind of like secrets, disappointment, hidden agendas. So perhaps you guys were letting go of people or situations that really don't serve you, and people were kind of taking advantage of you. But now you're seeing the light and being like, oh, okay, you know, they were taking advantage of me. Time to discard them. I know who my true friends are. Let me let this go, you know, and don't even hold it against people. Like, don't allow yourself to be in that victim mode. Just forgive and let go, because people are only doing the best they can with what they've got. And I'm getting the sense that some of them really don't even realize how much they're taking advantage of you. Just, it's habitual, it's their own personal conditioning, and they have to deal with that, and it's okay. So you just let them go deal with that on their own while you come forward and work on yourself and work on this business with people who are like-minded. The Hanged One. So yeah, really surrendering to this new birth and allowing yourself to feel this shedding of the layers. Like, you know, babies come out screaming. It's a giant shock coming out into something new. And let yourself feel that shock, but also allow yourself to be at peace with, yeah, this is different. And it's a huge adjustment for me, but I'm going to get through this. And, you know, for people who have had to be in isolation, and especially during like the COVID era, and had to separate from people, this is really about coming together with your soul tribe and being able to create an abundant space for each and every one of you, honoring the personal skills that one has and honoring the other skills that another person has, and really collaborating with those skills and making something new and something better. Then we got the Six of Cups. So really allowing yourself to feel these emotions, and for some of you, being able to do like magical ritual in order to manifest money and to manifest abundance will be ideal. But there will be success, all right? So we have success, but it's also about doing the mindset, doing the inner alchemy. And yeah, some of you might just write things down, while others of you might do money spells or might do full moon or new moon rituals, whatever resonates with you. But really keeping that intention clear and that path open for you to flourish is going to be so imperative at this time. Then we got the Nine of Sacred Circles. So yes, it is going to take a little bit of time to grow, and you're going to have to really surrender, and money is going to start coming in like towards the end of the second week. So around the 18th, you're going to start seeing money and feedback for everything you've been working on all over the winter. But it's not going to be things that are immediate. So there's going to be money here, and then a few months later you're going to get rewarded, and it's going to keep going and keep being consistent and keep being so it's going to be a process, it's going to be a buildup. And so at this time, while you are accumulating income and it's coming bigger and bigger and better, start looking into investing, so that when you do get this additional income, you can put it back in to some investing site, maybe get a financial advisor and get some returns on it, make that money work for you in the long term. And then we got the 10 of Sacred Circles. So yes, right after the 9 of Sacred Circles, we get this 10. So this is really about celebration, about accomplishment. Like, yeah, you've made it through the winter. You have enough in store. And by store, I mean you have enough good karma in store for you that it's coming back to you, okay? So you've been saving up this karma. It kind of reminds me of the kid, if people watch Jujutsu Kaisen, the kid who stores up the daily life blessings, and so he has these little scratches under his eyes, and as he stores them, he gets lucky and gets saved each and every time he fights somebody. But then when his luck runs out, his luck runs out. Well, your luck is not going to run out like his, because you guys have really been storing this good karma over the winter. And so the universe is going to reward you for all your effort and all the work you have done within yourself and within the community. an Ace of Sacred Circles. So with this partnership, with if you guys have your own personal business, you're going to have different streams of income. So really open yourself up to something new and something different. A lot of you might be experiencing a career change or a career transition. So be open and be aware of different money opportunities that really fill your soul, because there's going to be a lot more of that coming out because you have done the inner work. Then we got the Prince of Sacred Circles. So you're really setting off onto this adventure, and a lot of you might be really a bit naive about what is happening financially for you. And so go to your local resources, business wise, go get these financial investors, go explore different aspects. And this also might be just a friend who's really good with money. Probably a male, really good with money, who's able to advise you and say like, yeah, we really need to balance this out. You need to set monthly budgets, financial planning, track your money, see where it's going. As you start tracking your money too, that's really a healthy thing to do, because as you start tracking your money, it's showing it that you care. It's showing the universe that you care about your own finances, and you're not just going to look away or hide in shame from it. You're going to look and say, oh, I'm spending way too much on coffee. It is time to pull back and invest in something else, or just put that into my savings. So really take your time and look and see, okay, if you have this friend, talk with them and say, how do I get this financial thing straightened out? Or what do I do to set up a budget? What do I do to track money? Perhaps they have like an Excel spreadsheet that you can borrow or something like that. Then we got the Queen of Sacred Circles. So yeah, really being wise about money and mindful and honoring the feelings that come up around money is so beautiful, because that's going to allow you to generate money, when to hold back and when to push forward financially. So this Queen of Sacred Circles is really nurturing financial abundance. And by doing that, you might have to walk away from certain things that you really love with all your heart, okay? So you might have a job and you know it's not paying you enough, and you love the people around you, you love the community. However, it's really like, okay, this is not conducive for me. I deserve more. I am worthy of more. And you're gonna walk away. And in the end of the day, by you walking away, they can get their finances straightened out. And perhaps one day it's all going to circle back, and you're going to be back there in a different position, maybe as a mentor, maybe as a guide to show people like, this is how I did it. This is how I became a success. So it's really by you traveling along your soul path, even though it is hard because you might love where you are right now. But by letting go, it's really going to benefit the community on a much deeper level, because you are fulfilling your soul path. And last one, the High Priestess. So you are going to be that wise feminine energy or masculine energy, but I'm really getting, even if you are more of the masculine energy, you're able to tap into your intuition and be more compassionate and be better at guiding people. So you're going to be somebody who people are flocking to, who people really come out to see and ask for advice. So allow yourself to follow this soul path, because people are going to follow you as well, because you are living your happiest, your best life, your most abundant and flourishing life. And by the time, and it's not even going to take, years and years for you to become this wise mentor. It's going to take, months. And people are going to be like, oh, well, we see you're happy. How did you do it? And you're going to be able to explain that to them and help them clear their energy and fulfill their own soul's purpose. So really start embodying this path and see where it takes you. And lastly, we have this Dream Ritual Tarot deck. Oracle cards, I mean. All right, so we got Revisit. So look into your path and see that these are all cycles. Go into your past and see, okay, what are my patterns that I'm doing? Are they good for me? Are they bad for me? And what patterns do I want to keep? And what do I want to let go of right now and perhaps revisit in a few months' time when it's a more conducive environment for me? So really start looking and monitoring your paths, monitoring your patterns, revisiting your financial situation. Print off your bank statements and look at them, put them on an Excel spreadsheet, put them in QuickBooks, something like that, and really take a look and honor where you are at this time. And even, don't judge the patterns, just be like, okay, this is my pattern. Do I like it? What can I do to fix it? What am I grateful for through this pattern? And breathe through it, and you're going to be okay. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and if you would like a reading, my link is down below. Take care.